Welcome back to OverHyped Reviews. Today, we're digging into Jeremy Lefebvre's private stock group and coaching, the service behind the popular financial education YouTube channel. With a 4.9 Trustpilot score and hundreds of 5-star reviews, it sounds promising. But is it genuinely worth the money or just glorified hype? Let's find out. If you've ever felt like the game is rigged, like you're always one step behind the people actually making money online, you need to read this. I put together a free guide called The Income Lie: Why Most People Never Make Real Money Online and How to Be the Exception. It breaks down the biggest traps people fall into, the red flags to watch for, and the strategies that actually work. Go check it out in the link in the description. A few short minutes can save you a few long months of trial and error. Alright, let's get back to what Jeremy's actually offering and whether it holds up. Alright, let's start with what Jeremy's private stock group actually gives you. You're not just getting a list of stocks or some PDF blueprint. From what users describe, this is a full-on membership, a mix of weekly coaching videos, ongoing Discord support, and access to Jeremy's research process. The idea isn't that he just hands you picks. It's more like he walks you through how he analyzes companies step by step. So if you're brand new to investing or feel lost staring at balance sheets, this is where it claims to bridge that gap. A lot of people say it helped them go from guessing to understanding, like knowing when to hold, when to sell, and why certain stocks are worth tracking through a downturn. This is all framed as long-term investing, not chasing meme stocks or jumping on trends. That's important, because if you're expecting hype calls or this stock will 10x next week, this isn't that. At least, not on the surface. Now, let's get into the core of what people are really paying for: Jeremy's stock picks. This is where the divide gets sharp. Some members are ride-or-die fans who claim they've made solid gains by following his plays, especially during bull runs. You'll hear stories about getting in early on high-growth stocks or spotting trends before the mainstream caught on. But here's the flip side. A lot of his portfolio, and therefore the group's direction, leans heavily into growth and tech stocks that can be extremely volatile. We're talking plays that looked promising during boom times, but got absolutely crushed during downturns. And Jeremy tends to double down. Instead of cutting losses, he often buys more. The classic buy the dip approach. For long-term investors with nerves of steel, that might make sense. But if you're following his picks with short-term goals or a low risk tolerance, it can be brutal. Bottom line, you're not getting diversified, conservative guidance here. You're getting aggressive, conviction-driven bets. If they hit, great. If not, you're in for a long ride, hoping the dip turns into a comeback story. If you're watching this because you're sick of wasting time and money chasing promises, do yourself a favor. Grab my free guide, The Income Lie: Why Most People Never Make Real Money Online and How to Be the Exception. It's not fluff. It's not a pitch. Just the stuff I wish someone had told me earlier. Use the link in the description to get access. Let's be real. This isn't some $20 newsletter. Jeremy's private group charges a premium, and while you do get regular updates, stock alerts, and access to his thoughts, it's not exactly groundbreaking insight you can't find elsewhere. You're mostly paying for proximity to someone with a big YouTube presence, not exclusive financial tools or hands-on coaching. If that alone feels worth it to you, cool. But if you're hoping for next-level mentorship or undiscovered picks no one else sees coming, it might feel a bit underwhelming. One thing Jeremy's group has going for it: the energy. There's a definite "we're all in this together" feel, especially among newer investors who like his style. If you're the type who wants motivation, optimism, and an active Discord to bounce ideas off, that's here. But that same vibe can turn into an echo chamber real fast. Critics or skeptics? They don't tend to last. There's a lot of hype around his favorites, and not much room for questioning the strategy, especially when things aren't going well. So if you want groupthink and good vibes, you'll feel right at home. If you're looking for tough love or a variety of perspectives, you might find it a bit one-sided. So here's where I land. Jeremy clearly knows how to build a brand, and he's helped a ton of people get excited about investing. But his private stock group, it's not some magic portal to wealth. It's a paid fan club with some added perks, not a professional hedge fund or hands-on mentorship program. If you like his energy and want to mirror his moves, maybe that's enough. But don't confuse that with personalized coaching or elite level strategy. The value here depends entirely on what you expect going in. Want more brutal honesty like this? Grab my free guide, The Income Lie: Why Most People Never Make Real Money Online and How to Be the Exception. It's short, sharp, and built to save you from wasting months on stuff that doesn't work. If you made it this far, props to you. Because honestly, most people just want hype and hope. But you're here for the real story, and that already puts you ahead of the pack. So, is Jeremy's private stock group worth it? Maybe, if you like his style and want to follow along. Just don't confuse charisma with a solid investing plan. If this helped, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more brutally honest reviews. And hey, don't forget to grab the free guide using the link in the description. It might just save you from your next overpriced wealth system. Stay smart, stay skeptical. See you in the next one.